Ladies and gentlemen, I am Keith, and welcome to a very special view from the 40. There are so many things we could be talking about, but I want to talk about the fact that Garrett Marino blocked me. Blocked me on Twitter, I say. Yes, I realize tonight the Ottawa Red Blacks are seeking their second win of the season against the Edmonton Eskimos. I realize that the Saskatchewan Roughriders, who Garrett Marino plays for, will be taking on the BC Lions. But right now, I want to talk about the fact that he blocked me. I mean, why? And quite frankly, his loss. He will miss out on a lot of my great reviews. He will miss out on a lot of my witticisms, a lot of my observations. I'm not sure how I feel about that. In fact, how do I feel about that? Well, in all honesty, I can't say that I'm surprised. A few weeks ago, there was an incident, and I had some comments about it. Now, the incident, of course, was when the Saskatchewan Roughriders hosted the Ottawa Red Blacks on, I believe it was July the 8th. During that game, Garrett Marino took a dirty shot on quarterback of the Red Blacks, Jeremiah Masoli, his 290-plus pound frame launching directly at Jeremiah Masoli's knee, thus injuring the quarterback and sending him to the shelves for something like 10 to 12 weeks. Garrett Marino had a racial slur. He celebrated the fact that his fellow player was injured, walked off field triumphantly, and got a 4-game suspension. People were up in arms. Oh my gosh, 4 games. That's the biggest suspension the CFL has ever handed out. And I had some comments about it. I talked about the fact that I was disappointed that the CFL didn't take stronger action. And I also talked about the fact that the types of players in the CFL that I respect, well, Garrett Marino isn't exactly one of them. So with all due respect, it doesn't come as a surprise that he blocked me. But what is surprising, though, is the fact that he is back and I guess everything's okay with the world. Well, not exactly. Now, during the time that he was, of course, suspended, he said in a statement that he put out that he was trying to get in touch with Jeremiah Masoli. He wanted to apologize and he would continue to do so. Well, I've never played for the CFL. I don't know if there's a directory. I don't know if there's easy or difficult ways of getting a hold of each other. I know there's a thing called Twitter, and it shouldn't be overly difficult to do. Jeremiah Masoli didn't agree, coming out and saying essentially that him trying to get in contact with me is ridiculous. So you're also a liar? Now, I got to tell you, the PR machine that is behind the Saskatchewan Roughriders is phenomenal. The Saskatchewan Roughriders have done absolutely everything they can to protect this individual, up to and including having a press conference the other day where several black players from the Saskatchewan Roughriders surrounded him as Marino was talking to the media. Optically, this is great. All for one for all. But at the same token, when's the last time you saw a player interviewed and he needed support? He literally needed backup to come and talk to the media? A little funny. Now, in the time that Garrett Marino has also blocked me on Twitter, that's not the only thing he did. He also uploaded for a few weeks a picture of his girlfriend, who happens to be a black woman. Now, of course, the coach of the Saskatchewan Roughriders came out and said to a lot of disapproving comments that Garrett Marino can't possibly be racist. After all, his girlfriend's black. Now, of course, Garrett Marino then changed his Twitter profile picture from him playing, in a game to a picture of him and his girlfriend. So I guess that shuts it down right then. There's absolutely no way, and we have never seen any sort of a situation where you can be in an interracial relationship and still have negative feelings towards somebody of color. That just would never happen. Now, what I find interesting is the fact that Garrett Marino blocked me. And I'm okay with that. I get that. And I'm not here talking about a guy behind his back. I'm going to tag the Saskatchewan Roughriders in this post. I'll also tag him in this post. I don't know if he gets it or not, but I'll definitely be tagging both parties in this post. It takes about 3 to 4 keystrokes or taps on your phone to block somebody. Okay, 3 to 4. Him changing his profile picture to let you know that his girlfriend is black takes about 6 to 7 keystrokes or taps on your phone. The Saskatchewan Roughriders wrote what I believe to be a completely BS statement back in July when this incident occurred. It only takes 1 stroke or tap on your phone to retweet it, of which he never did. He never liked the tweet. He never came out on his own social media and apologized for what he did. All he did was hide behind what I am still calling a BS statement, got in front of the media the other day and said, "Oh, I didn't know he was hurt." You didn't know he was hurt. I knew it from a couch in Ottawa. You were there. The fact that you have so many people behind you, it is just so inspiring, Garrett Marino. You've got your team behind you. You've got the league behind you. You've got media who doesn't seem to want to ask you the tough questions. And I understand the news cycle moves on. Right after that, the CFL was in Atlantic Canada trying to drum up business there. There have been a lot of great, exciting moments in the CFL. But I'm the one who's over here saying, like, can we still talk about the racist in the room? I have no respect for you, Garrett Marino. And I understand that that is probably mutual, and that's fine. Because there's so many people that are behind you, and all you had to do is literally one job. It is not difficult for me to get in front of a camera in my basement here in Ottawa and tell you exactly how I feel. I don't think it should be difficult for you with the PR machine that is the Saskatchewan Roughriders to actually put forth a legitimate apology to Jeremiah Masoli, to actually try to get in touch with the man. Like, how much do you dislike Jeremiah Masoli at the point that you're trying to take away his livelihood? I admit and I agree that we all as human beings make mistakes. The measure of a human being is what you learn from those mistakes and attempting to move on. Nothing about your behavior tells me that you have moved on. I see the Saskatchewan Roughriders are doing everything they can to protect you. Your teammates are swallowing their pride and standing by you. And what are you doing? Absolutely nothing. So how do I feel about the unsportsmanlike, unprofessional, Connor racist, lying Garrett Marino blocking me on Twitter? I think I'm okay with it.